Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in again. So today we're going to be looking at the top 5 benefits of using human-powered web chat over chatbots. So let's get started. The first reason is that humans have more empathy. Typically speaking, people get in touch with companies for one of two reasons. Either they need further information on something, or they have a problem which needs fixing. Most people would agree that in these situations they would prefer to speak to another human because they can empathize better with the situation and offer a better solution. Speaking with the chatbot who can't empathize with you can be really frustrating for the customer and end up escalating the problem. The second reason is that it helps to build a rapport between the company and the customer. Buying online can sometimes create distance between your company and your customers. Being able to have a real conversation with an agent can help to build a more personal relationship. After all, people buy from people, so why should this go out the window on web chat? The third reason is that humans understand humans better. All a chatbot can understand is what's written in front of them, nothing more. Chatbots might be clever, but they're not that clever. They can't understand nuances in conversation, undertones, sarcasm, emotion, and they also can't understand the context of a situation in the same way that a human can. When dealing with customers over web chat, a human agent is always going to have much more understanding of the context of that customer's buying journey. So therefore, the advice that they give is going to be much more valuable and much more tailored to them. The fourth reason is that it's easier to escalate conversations. A key problem with chatbots is that as soon as the query becomes complicated, they can no longer handle the query, so they need to pass it on to another agent. The problem for the customer in this situation is they then have the arduous task of having to repeat themselves over and over again. A benefit of having human-powered chat is that the chat is managed by the same human agent throughout the entire exchange. So even if the chat gets escalated to a voice or video call, the customer doesn't have to repeat themselves and the conversation is much more fluid. And the fifth reason is that it's more time efficient overall to have human-powered chat. A common misconception is that chatbots are much more time efficient than humans. This isn't always the case. Like we just said, if a customer is having to constantly repeat themselves, that's not very time efficient. There are also a couple of tricks that agents can have up their sleeve to answer questions faster. For example, you can make use of canned messages for frequently asked queries. And if the agent is actually able to see what the customer types as they type it, they can come up with a faster, more high-value response. So there we have it. Those are my top 5 benefits of using human-powered chats over chatbots. As always, if you want to learn more, head over to the Talkative website and you can find tons more information. See you soon.